Welcome to IQD Dinar News, your go-to source for the latest updates on currency exchange rates, revaluation news, and insights into the Iraqi dinar. Stay informed and ahead of the curve with our timely analysis and breaking developments. The recent decision by the Iraqi cabinet to increase the country's quota at the International Monetary Fund, IMF, marks a significant financial development for Iraq. The approval to augment Iraq's quota by 831.9 million special drawing rights, SDR, is indicative of a broader strategy to bolster its international reserves and enhance financial resilience. This decision translates to approximately 1.45 trillion Iraqi dinars, or around $1.1 billion based on the exchange rate as of October 8, 2024. The implications of this increase in reserves are multifaceted, affecting Iraq's economic stability, its relationship with international financial institutions, and the country's overall financial strategy. The special drawing rights, SDRs, are an important aspect of the global financial system. They represent a weighted basket of major international currencies, including the US dollar, euro, Chinese yuan, Japanese yen, and British pound. SDRs are not a currency in themselves but serve as an international reserve asset created by the IMF to supplement its member countries' official reserves. Each member of the IMF is allocated a quota, which is determined by its relative size in the global economy. This quota not only affects a country's voting power within the IMF but also determines its financial commitment to the organization, including the amount of SDRs it can access. The ability to access SDRs is contingent upon being a member of the IMF. And this development raises questions about Iraq's current status within the organization. The move to increase its SDR allocation could imply that Iraq is either in compliance with IMF standards or has made significant strides towards fulfilling the requirements necessary for further engagement with the IMF, potentially hinting at a transition to Article 8 of the IMF's Articles of Agreement. Article 8 pertains to exchange restrictions and capital movements, allowing member countries more flexibility and access to IMF resources while committing to maintain a more stable exchange rate. For Iraq, the increase in reserves at the IMF is critical for several reasons. Firstly, it serves to enhance Iraq's financial stability. With more SDRs in its reserves, Iraq can better withstand economic shocks, which is particularly important given the country's historical volatility due to factors such as fluctuating oil prices, regional conflicts, and domestic political instability. SDRs can be converted into freely usable currencies, providing a safety net for Iraq in times of financial distress. The liquidity offered by these reserves can be pivotal in meeting international payment obligations, thus enhancing the country's creditworthiness on the global stage. Furthermore, this strategic move can also facilitate Iraq's economic development initiatives. The increased quota allows the government to potentially access additional financial resources for infrastructure projects, social services, and economic reform programs. By bolstering its reserves, Iraq positions itself to attract foreign investment, as a stable financial environment is crucial for investors. The availability of SDRs can also signal to international partners that Iraq is taking proactive steps to strengthen its economy, fostering an environment conducive to growth and development. In addition to these financial implications, the increase in reserves also signals Iraq's intent to strengthen its relationship with the IMF and other international financial institutions. engaging with the IMF can provide Iraq with access to not only financial resources but also technical assistance and policy advice that can help the country implement necessary economic reforms. This partnership can be instrumental in addressing the structural issues that have historically hindered Iraq's economic progress, including reliance on oil revenues, high unemployment rates, and insufficient infrastructure. As Iraq navigates its relationship with the IMF, the question of whether it has moved to Article 8 remains pertinent. The transition to Article 8 represents a commitment by member countries to maintain a stable exchange rate and avoid practices that could destabilize the international monetary system. If Iraq has indeed transitioned to Article 8, this would imply a significant shift in its economic policy framework, emphasizing the need for sound monetary policies and the reduction of exchange rate restrictions. This shift would not only enhance Iraq's standing within the IMF but also improve its economic governance and facilitate a more favorable environment for international trade and investment. The decision to increase reserves at the IMF can also be viewed in the context of global economic trends. The international financial landscape is constantly evolving, with countries increasingly facing challenges related to inflation, currency fluctuations, and trade imbalances. In this context, having a robust reserve of SDRs can provide a buffer against external shocks and enhance a country's ability to navigate through economic uncertainties. For Iraq, this is particularly relevant given its reliance on oil exports and the associated risks of price volatility. By strengthening its reserves, Iraq positions itself to better manage these risks and ensure economic stability. Moreover, the significance of this decision extends beyond Iraq's immediate economic context. The increase in reserves at the IMF can serve as a signal to other nations in the region and beyond, demonstrating Iraq's commitment to strengthening its economic foundations. As countries around the world strive to enhance their financial stability in an increasingly interconnected global economy, Iraq's actions may inspire other nations to follow suit, fostering a collective effort towards improved economic resilience. In conclusion, Iraq's decision to increase its reserves at the IMF by 50% through the allocation of SDRs is a pivotal development with far-reaching implications for the country's economic stability and international standing. This move not only enhances Iraq's financial resilience but also signifies a potential shift towards greater compliance with IMF standards and practices. As Iraq seeks to navigate its economic challenges and strengthen its relationship with international financial institutions, the increased quota at the IMF will play a crucial role in shaping its future economic trajectory. The implications of this decision will likely unfold over time, influencing not only Iraq's domestic policies but also its engagement with the broader intern. Thanks for tuning in to IQD Dinar News. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. For more updates on the Iraqi dinar and global currency trends, hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. See you in the next video. Community.